One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Indiana's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Working downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top on first down. Jukes his way for more. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Fires left. And they're not on the same page there.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A lot of urgency for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got him. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he's stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They'll run play action. Steps away. He's going to run it. able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Michigan! And they turn it into a defensive score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's got an open man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They boot it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right on target this time. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He's got the tight end. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Look out, he's got room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air, it's DeMarco. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Michigan.
Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
35, Indiana, 0.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll try the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown Wolverines. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team gets the return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He'll keep it himself, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks the tackle. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to get behind the defense. He's got it along the sideline. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
For the offense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Brought down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't come. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. At the 40, there he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. QB draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knapp. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. It's on target and complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. This time on target.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Right on the money. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Got his man quickly. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to throw. It's DeMarco. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Got it in the middle, it's Rich. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Moving away from pressure. This time he's got it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Makes the catch. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside. The pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And the Michigan offense will take over.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Michigan.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Here we go.
Makes the grab on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.